Hey guys, back from our land, respective from our house. Yeah, this video took a bit of time. We are super busy and we don't have time to focus on running YouTube and doing more videos. So today we decide to give you just some numbers, how much our house cost, and a little bit of insights, how much we spend for what, but we will not give you full list. But if you want it, we can send it out, but for this moment it's just like general recap, and also just to give you idea. But at the same time, we would like to say that actually the prices went much higher. It's much up recently than during the COVID, so the prices might be different, but at least you will have estimate how much it cost us. So now I will turn to Tongi and he will talk to you more about it. Can you tell us how much our amazing dream house in Bali cost?
A lot of sweat and tears and effort.
Sure.
You mean in money?
In money, yes. How much went out of your pocket?
In euros, right? Anyway, euro dollar is same now. So, yeah, I heard you saying that prices have gone up significantly. I think, and we really had a lot of luck that we built this during COVID, and pretty much everything was less expensive then. The just approximate breakdown. I'm not going to give like specific numbers, but so the whole house was about 60,000 euros. That's of course like without, I don't know, like fridge and like shower heads and the water tank and pumps and that kind of stuff, right?
That kind of stuff cost us around 6,500 euros.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't have that number. Okay, cool.
I have that number.
So the steel itself, so the house has a steel structure, right? And even like under the flooring here is steel. It could have not been the case. We could have used like cheaper local batako, which is kind of like the big cement bricks. But we went for steel everywhere here because the house is elevated. So we actually have like half of the house flooring is steel. Of course, all the top of the house flooring is steel, and that is about 20 to 25,000 euros. Then we have other stuff like the wood upstairs. So the whole top floor, the flooring is ulen wood, which is a forest hardwood, and we got recycled ulen, which is more expensive, and so that's about it was around about 10,000, which is quite a lot. But the whole top floor is wood and the terrace as well. So just the steel and the top floor wood is about half of the price, and the other 30,000 is so for example windows, these big sliding doors that we have everywhere. We have really a lot of windows. Was about 5,000, which is actually really cheap. In Europe or the US, I mean, you can imagine that. I mean, these would cost triple. They would cost at least 15,000. So yeah, 5,000 is actually a really good price. And so the other, the rest, the other 25,000 is labor for foundations. I mean, keep in mind, I guess maybe some of you saw the videos. There was never a big machine on this site, so like the foundations were dug by hand, all the concrete was poured by hand, and then the rest is just so I mean like walls, bricks, all the work on the roof as well. I'm sorry?
I'm saying to explain that everything is local material, sourced from the neighborhood.
We specifically asked for like bricks from the area, for yeah, for materials to come from not far, and that did add a bit of cost. I mean, not much, but a bit. We actually live in an area where a lot of bricks are produced. That's also why we chose bricks. So if we were in another area, maybe we wouldn't have gone for bricks. But that was the choice for bricks. The roof was quite a bit. I remember it was like 5,000, but that's because we chose this new material called alderon, which is an Indonesian thing. So if you're outside of Indonesia and if you Google that, you won't find anything. But it's a it's a very tough kind of plastic polymer, which has multiple layers for heat and sound insulation. Which means that you don't have to put an insulation layer below it, which is pretty cool. And even when it rains really hard, we don't hear the rain. That saved, it kind of balanced out the fact that if we hadn't gone for that, we would have had to put an insulation layer underneath. Yeah, that's about it. So yeah, I mean, quick recap. So about so 20K for steel, 10 for wood, about 5 for windows, for glass, and the rest is, I mean, there was quite a bit of labor. There's paint, there's plumbing, there's electricity, everything is in there. But again, the cost is low because the complexity of the design of the house is low as well. I think we explained this already before, but we have this concept which I think is really central to the house. And if you're going to build a house and if you're designing it from scratch, I really suggest to take this as an inspiration, which is this concept of a service line, where all the plumbing and electricity in this house is on a single line, and most of it is exposed behind the house for maintenance, which is really super awesome when you need to fix stuff. So yeah, if you want to film that way.
Yeah, sure. So
it's a bit messy,
the
but,
kitchen.
Kitchen, the
Yes.
lights as well. I mean, the plumbing. The toilet is on the left there. The bathroom.
I'm not sure if they can still hear you, but yeah. So the electricity, the bathroom, so all the plumbing, all the electricity goes through that wall, and it's all connected.
Yes, and it's behind the house, especially. So is septic, grease trap, then the gray water tank, etc. So that saved a lot of time for the builders to build a house. And I think that's about it. I mean, you maybe wanted to talk about just some maintenance as well, because this is really a thing here in Bali. People build houses, and we've heard this, they end up spending a lot of money fixing the houses and having to compensate for cheap materials. Because I mean, it is a thing in Indonesia, they like to build with cheap materials, and actually most of the time you can only find cheap materials, like everything, like piping, like the wires that they use for electricity and that kind of stuff. But in our case, we really haven't had any issues with that stuff. What we have had to do is work on water, and this is also kind of a known thing. It said here, so you take it takes 1 year to build a house, and then it takes 1 year to make it really waterproof. So, for example, we had to do a bit of work upstairs because there was some water coming in. We've made some videos about this, we added some little things to channel water better, there's a bit of cost there, but really not much. Maybe like another 1,000 euros was spent for just finishing up waterproofing the house. And I think that's it. What we have done ourselves, actually, for maintenance, the only thing is we've repainted once, just Lucy and I, and it was like a day, not even, like one afternoon. And it was a really fun experience, just repainting a bit with higher quality paint once again, because you tell them, we want white paint, for example, and they're like, if you go to a paint shop here, there's like 5 levels of quality of paint, and obviously they would, you know, use the lowest quality paint because they're gonna make money on that. So yeah, we spent one day just repainting stuff with the most expensive paint, but it's actually like normal price in Europe. Like one bucket costs the equivalent of maybe 20 euros, which is what you would expect to pay. Whereas here, if you buy the local paint, like one bucket is maybe like 4 euros. So yeah, we just used a bit of that, not even the whole bucket, just repainted here and there, and now it looks great. It really looks like new in a lot of places, and yeah, that's about it. Yeah.
Okay, would you like to say something at the end? Please don't invite people to come over.
I would like to say that the most awesome choice that we did here was to have this airflow within the house. Honestly, we have no ventilation in the house, but the temperature is always really enjoyable, and it's actually the combination of having like that half of the house, like where we have the like the greenhouse, the indoor garden, completely open. So the choice of putting in that insect net, I mean, that is like life-changing, because we're here in the evenings, you know, it's fresh, there's a bit of breeze, but we have no mosquitoes, we have no bugs, and you know, we go to people's houses, they have beautiful villas, and you're slapping yourself because you're being attacked by mosquitoes all night, and it's not enjoyable. Like, mosquitoes are a thing here, they are every day, everywhere. You know, so that part was, for me, yeah, life-changing. We have no mosquitoes in the house, and that is awesome, but we still have airflow. And the fact that we have the garden in the house and it's in the direction of the wind entering the house, I mean, literally have a conditioning system. Yeah, that garden over there with the grass, the plants, I mean, I can't stress enough the fact that, you know, plants transpire at night. You can see it in the morning, you know, you have dew on the grass, the leaves, you know, emit little droplets, and when there's wind going through that, well, it cools the house. I mean, that's how an AC actually works. So we have a natural AC, and that is, yeah, I think that was one of our really good design choices. So yeah, I would suggest think about airflow, open the spaces, use insect net. It's awesome, it's cheap, it's solid, and it will change your life. So that would be it.
Thank you so much. I hope, guys, you are happy with this video. If you have still some questions, write us a comment. And Tongi is preparing for you new YouTube channel where he will be talking more about farming and gardening and how to run permaculture house, garden.
It's a project. It's a project. I realize we still don't know of another house that's actually like a farmhouse. Like, there are lots of farms here, lots of community gardens, but we don't know anyone who's actually built like a farm on their land and is, like, you know, living off of it. And yeah, outside it's just getting like so amazing, so epic that I just want to share it with people. So yeah, that's coming up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you everyone.
Bye bye. Guys, one more thing, if you are new to this channel and you haven't seen any of our previous videos, definitely go and check it out. So I was taking videos every 2 weeks to basically follow the construction of the house. That actually took only 4 months, so it's not many of videos, it's around 2022. And yeah, there you can find more details, more inputs. You can see what we went through each week, and it's definitely good way how to start if you wanna build something similar. We are also covering some questions about preparing the land and just yeah, what take us to get ready before actual construction could start it. And also I made a recap video that taking approximately 30 minutes where you can see the whole construction, little bit speed up. And also there is one more video that we made by drone. It's like a drone tour of our house, which is Very nice input where you can see the whole house actually from inside. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you have still more questions, or if you would like to have more subjects to cover, let us know and we will try to make it for you. But for this moment, that's it. I hope you like it. If yes, please give us the thumb up and see you in the future. Bye.